Guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate the support. So I wanted to do a quick update here on the EAA Windicator. This is a gun that I got about 3 years or more ago. I paid $269 for this gun, and I got to tell you, to me, this is one of the top budget choices out there because it is so reliable, so dependable. I mean, it works just fine, and it barely $269. That's like nothing. So with that being said, guys, let's hit the intro and let's talk about it. Alright guys, so if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe because we got a lot of videos coming up. And I've done several videos about this pistol, this revolver here in the channel. And you guys continue to ask me, how's it doing, right? And I got to tell you guys, it's doing fantastic. I mean, it's doing great. And one thing that I'm going to tell you, just let me give you some of the spec. First of all, it's made in Germany. This rubber grip right here, which it feels okay. It feels just fine. Double action, single action revolver, fixed sights. So what you see is what you get, just fixed. It carries three rounds, 6 rounds, 357 or 38 plus P or 38 on this revolver. Double action. There it is. Alright guys, I'm going to shoot at 5 yards and I'm going to shoot at his left shoulder. Try to aim around here someplace. I'm not going to buy another target, so I'm just going to aim right here. Let's see how it works. It's going to be double action. Alright, so here it is. I took 6 shots. 1 shot was here, and then 5 shots right here. I was actually aiming right here, so I think that's pretty accurate. Double action, pretty accurate. I want to shoot. Now I'm going to shoot single action to his right shoulder, see if it's any different.
Hold on.
Look at that group, 5 yards. We got 1, 2, I don't even know how many we got in here. We got 1 here, maybe 1 of this, but I'm not sure. I think it's all right here in this one. So single action. And so far, I cannot tell you anything bad about this revolver. The only thing that I would tell you that it's not even bad because it's not really that expensive is that the finish is not really that great. You have a lot of sharp, sharp areas. This part right here, the way they cut that, it looks kind of funny. The finish is not that good. This is the blue finish, by the way, but it does come in different models out there. Obviously, different models is going to cost different money. They have the ones that it's a 4-inch. This is the 2-inch, and other than that, guys, it's really heavy. So it's really heavy. So obviously, if you run out of rounds, you could probably throw it at somebody's head, and you're gonna break their head because, like I say, it's very heavy. But I carried this for concealed carry for months, guys, months, and I gotta tell you, it worked just fine. Now, I had a crappy holster, not really a good holster, but again, it's one of those things that there's not a lot of holsters. I think a lot of guys are saying that you could use the J-frame revolver holsters. I'm not really sure. Definitely check in the comments. Somebody will put something in there. But I gotta tell you guys being asking me, it is a great gun. It's doing fantastic. If you're looking to buy one for $269, less than $300, I highly recommend it. It's very, very accurate and it works just great. I'm really happy. 3 years later, I'm really happy. So let me know what you think. Put comments down below. If you like these type of videos, click like, stay subscribed because we got a lot of videos coming up. Hi guys, JH6, welcome back to the channel. So before we get into the video, I'm going to give a big shout out to one of my new patrons. His name is Patrick McCormick. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name, brother, but I appreciate it. He's donated $10 to the channel, and that's just amazing. Thank you so much, man. If you want to be a patron, you can follow the link right here. Or if you can't, for whatever reason, don't sweat it. Keep liking, sharing, watching the video, putting comments. I truly appreciate that. All right, so really quick, I'm going to talk about revolvers today for concealed carry. And if you're a salty dog out there and you know a lot, definitely put comments down below because new shooters are trying to get information. And this is the videos, this type of videos I've been doing pretty much every week. And I've been talking about new shooters. I've been talking about concealed carry specifically to the new guys. So a lot of you new guys are going to see this. A lot of you new guys are going to see revolvers. And when you go to the gun store and you say, I'm a new guy, the first thing that people are going to tell you is like, oh, you should get a revolver because revolvers are easy to shoot, easy to maintain. They're really reliable. And in fact, all those things are pretty much true. I mean, I'm not going to argue that. Revolvers are great. I like carrying this one. This one is a 642 Airway Smith & Wesson and 38 Pro speed, and it works great. I really enjoy it, and no doubt, revolvers are dependable, reliable. They're easy to use, but they do have some limitations, and I'm going to talk about that so you guys could truly understand some of the good things and some of the bad things. So, like I said, they're really reliable. They're really dependable. You know they're going to work. They conceal very, very well. I mean, you're looking at this, guys. I mean, they're just really nice guns. I mean, I won't argue that. And I do enjoy them, you know, specifically for pocket carry and things like that. You know the revolver's not going to go out of battery like some of the semi-automatic guns. But you got to keep in mind a couple of things. First of all, this type of guns are for close and personal. I mean, the fact that you have a very short barrel, you're not going to be shooting at 25 yards. You're not going to be shooting at 20 yards. I mean, you're talking about close and personal. The bad guy is right there, and you're right there, right here, and you're gonna engage that target, that criminal. So you got to keep that in mind. Second, this type of guns are difficult to shoot. This is not a gun that you're gonna take it to the range and have a great time shooting 100 rounds. These guns are difficult to use. I mean, little revolver like this, I gotta tell you, they're pretty difficult. So it's gonna require you to do a lot of training. It's gonna require you to practice. It's gonna require you to go to the range and do a lot of stuff. So a lot of time, I hear guys saying, "Oh, all you have to do is pull the trigger." I don't think that's completely true when it comes to a revolver because you can pull the trigger all you want, but if you don't hit your target, if you don't hit the bad guy, you're just wasting rounds, and obviously you are responsible for every round that you're gonna fire. So pulling the trigger is not the right answer. You know, pulling the trigger to the bad guy and actually hitting the bad guy and stopping that bad guy from causing damage to you and your family, that's your intent. It's not just to shoot, you know, rounds everywhere. So again, this type of guns are difficult to use. So it's gonna require you more training, or at least in my opinion, they are. They're pretty snappy. The trigger are really heavy. And again, the trigger are typically heavy because it's their safety. It's the type of safety that they come with. So again, some revolvers out there may have a better trigger, so you may want to check that. Keep that in mind that you're going to have to do that training to kind of like be familiar with that trigger and actually feel that gun. Now, a couple of things that I want to add up. Typically, reloading may take you, again, it's going to take you a little bit more training. It's not going to be as easy as a semi-auto firearm, in my opinion. It's a couple of things that you could use, and I'm going to show you here right now. One is going to be a speed loader, just like this. Typically, you know, take the cylinder out, put it there, boom, done.
Or the other thing that a lot of people use is a strip like this. Now you could tell the difference. Let me put this gun away, but you could tell the difference here. If you have to carry this big thing versus this strip, obviously this is going to go nice and easy in your front pocket or wherever you want, versus this is going to create vault. So again, guys, there's a lot of talk out there. I got to tell you, if you want to get a revolver for concealed carry, keep in mind they're really good, they're really dependable, they're really reliable, they're going to work pretty well. Just keep in mind that you do going to have to do some training, you do going to have to do some practice, just like every other gun. But this type of guns right here, it's going to take you a little bit more because they are difficult to use, in my opinion. They're not as easy as some people make it out there. You could have some accessories like lasers, and a lot of guys like them. I don't like it, me personally. And you do have some revolvers out there that have Picatinny rail, and you can put a light. I don't see them as often, but they do have it out there. But again, pretty cool gun. If you want one, I highly recommend it. I think they're great guns. But keep in mind, if you're a new shooter, keep in mind you're going to go through a process where you actually going to have to truly understand this gun and truly know how to use it. All right, guys, so check it out. This is the Glock 42 here, holding the TLR 6. Stand by. I'm going to be putting a video on this pretty soon. But I got to tell you, this is definitely one of those guns that I truly recommend to a lot of people because this gun is so easy to use. I got to tell you, if you're looking for something easy, reliable as well, that worked pretty well, I've been enjoying my Glock 42 a lot. So again, guys, big shout out to the patron, Patrick. I really appreciate your support, brother. Big shout out to all the subscribers and all you guys out there. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys watching. So I got the Smith & Wesson 442 here. Cool little revolver, 5 shots, fixed size, easy to conceal, easy to use. Trigger is extremely heavy. Fixed size. I mean, if you haven't watched the first video, I'm going to link it down below for you guys to check it out. But as promised, I went to the range and I put some rounds down range. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Tom. He let me borrow this pistol. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate the support. And second, I want to say thank you to our new sponsor, HotShots. I'm going to put the information down below. They help us out by letting us shoot over there. So, I mean, it's cool deal. And very cool guys over there. So, new sponsor, like I said, I'm going to put this channel, the business information in the description box. And definitely go ahead and check them out. Go ahead over there and put some rounds down range. But here's the deal. 442 is a really cool little gun, like I said, easy to conceal, easy to use, and all that stuff. But what I came to find out was that it was, for some reason, the 442 was more difficult to shoot than the 642. I was able to hit the target with no issues. I was able to have a decent group with the 642. Little brother as well. We were able to have great results in accuracy at a close range. We're talking about self-defense range with the 642. However, the 442 was a little bit more difficult. You really felt that kick for some reason. And again, it wasn't as accurate as the 642. I gotta tell you guys, this is not a fun gun to shoot. A lot of people recommend this gun for new beginners, for new people, for new guys getting into the self-defense, firearm, idea or culture or community, if you want to put it that way. And I wouldn't recommend this gun. This gun is extremely difficult to shoot. Again, I put 10 rounds down range and I was done. I felt like I didn't want to do it anymore. Little brother was the same way. Put 10 rounds, and we were done shooting. It actually hurt your hand, and the kick was pretty good. Now, we were shooting MagTag 158, I want to say 158 grams. That's what we were putting down range. We pay about $20 for this ammo. Again, it costs money to review guns. So we pay about $20. And I got to tell you, the kick was pretty hard. Actually, my hand was hurting just after 10 rounds. That's nothing. And like I said, the accuracy, I want to say it was good to go for self-defense. No doubt about that. But I got to tell you, compared to the 442, this gun is not that accurate. I'm going to put B-roll so you guys could see, so you guys could get an idea. But overall, guys, 442 is a cool gun, definitely a cool gun, easy to conceal, easy to carry. I would recommend it for the experienced shooter, not for the beginner, not for the middle guy. I would recommend this gun probably as a backup or even as a primary concealed carry gun, but only for the experienced shooter, not so much, like I said, to the beginner. So again, let me know what you think, guys. Put comments down below. If you like this type of videos, click like, subscribe to this channel, share the videos, and God is in control. Video is brought to you by Core Gun Belts, the ultimate ADC belt. Check them out at coreessentials.com. JH6, welcome back to this channel. Appreciate the support. So, little brother did 2 awesome upgrades here to the Smith & Wesson 642. And I think it's really good, so I'm going to show it to you guys. Just a really quick video. If you guys haven't watched my video on this revolver, click in the description below and you can see my videos. Now, one thing that I say about the 642 is that it's a really good revolver, easy to conceal, easy to carry. I mean, you can put it inside your pocket and you know, just a great little gun. But to me, I continue to say this, and some of you guys are going to disagree. To me, it's a little bit difficult to shoot, so I never really recommend this for beginners. And that's kind of funny because every time you see a beginner, people go like, "Oh, a revolver, you know, the best thing to shoot, really, really easy." And in some aspects, I do agree with that. I mean, how difficult it is to like shoot, right? But at the same time, the trigger on this revolver in particular is so heavy. Check it out. I mean, we're looking at a lot of, you know, a lot of weight, maybe over 10 pounds or so. So the triggers are so heavy and they're such a small, snappy guns that to me are a little bit difficult to shoot. So I always don't really recommend this for beginners. Now, some of you guys have said really good feedback here on the channel. One of you guys said to use, I think I want to say Hornady, the low recoil one, and it's supposed to be better. I mean, easy ammo to shoot. That was a really good advice as one of you guys gave me. And some of you guys been talking about changing the trigger as well, kind of mitigate that issue as well. But check it out. This grip that little brother just installed, I think it kind of fixes that, and we're gonna take this gun to the range to put some rounds down range and kind of confirm, but it gives you a better grip. Check this out. It gives you a really grip, and having that really good grip compared to the other grip that we had in the past, it kind of gives you more control of the gun, and at the same time, it kind of makes it a little bit easier to maneuver that trigger and to shoot the gun. So just having a little bit more of a, you know, a better grip, to me, it's kind of helping out on that. Obviously, it's a little bit longer, so you know there may be a little bit more concealment factors. I don't think you're gonna be able to put this inside your pocket well, but I still think it's gonna conceal extremely well. But again, having that long grip or, you know, really good purchase of this firearm is probably gonna allow me to shoot this gun a little bit easier. I think he paid about $28 for this, so that's great. The other upgrade that he just did, again, guys, look at how simple this is. He painted the front side post with this orange color, and what he did was that he put 3 coats of orange paint. And if you could see, actually, this front side post have serrations, and the serrations are supposed to help with the glare of the sun and all that. So having those serrations and putting that paint in top actually helped out a lot. And he did 3 coats, and then he put a sealer to seal that, and it looks really well. So now when you bring it forward, the first thing that I'm seeing is that orange tip. And again, wow, it just improved this gun overall big time. And you know what, guys, it was free. So I always tell you guys, you know what, work with what you have. You don't have to have a lot of money. You just have to have, you know, you just want to make your gear better, and you could do that. So again, this grip right here, $28, is making the gun feels really good control, really easy. You know, it's making it easy to shoot, or at least this dry fire that I've been doing. I'm gonna take it to the range to kind of confirm. And this orange paint, man, it's giving me like a really nice, like I bring it in front of me, bam, I see the orange right there. I'm ready to engage. I like that very well. So anyways, couple of upgrades here that little brother did. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate it.
JH6, welcome back to this channel. So I got a really cool gun here, and I wanted to give you some type of first impression to you guys. Now, little brother got this gun, and I'm gonna put his channel down below, but he knew that I wanted to buy this, and I guess, you know, as any good little brother wanted to make me jealous and picked up this gun. Now, you can see I'm using a Black Hawk #4, so you can pocket carry this revolver. And here it is, guys, Smith & Wesson 642, and I gotta tell you, I love it. I mean, it's just a really, really cool revolver. I mean, guys, I have to tell you, I really like it. I really dig it, and I think it's really, really cool. Now, just like any revolver out there, there's going to be some good things. There's going to be some bad things as well. So, you know, I'm not going to make this video about semi-auto versus revolver. I'm not going to go into that. But I am going to put some of the specs here in the screen somewhere for you guys to check it out, and also going to put links down below for you guys to get more information. Now, expect to see some videos here on the channel from with this revolver, maybe doing some shooting and things like that as well. But I got to tell you guys, I dig it. I think it's a great choice for concealed carry, not for home defense, for concealed carry, because it's extremely lightweight. I mean, guys, this gun is so lightweight that you're gonna pocket carry 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, doesn't matter. It's gonna carry extremely well. So if you're looking for a gun that is not gonna print, a gun that is gonna be concealed very, very well, this is definitely a great choice. Now, just like any other argument out there, people usually say, well, only carries 5 rounds, you know, 6 rounds is not good for self-defense or for concealed carry. Like I said, guys, that's going to be a different video. But this one does carry 5 rounds. And, I mean, it works just well, guys. 5 rounds, 38 plus 38 plus speed on this revolver. Does have fixed size. And again, guys, the trigger is extremely heavy. Extremely heavy. You can tell right here. I mean, like I said, extremely heavy. And I think the main reason for that is for your own safety, you know, so you don't have some type of accidental discharge. They make the trigger really, really heavy. But again, guys, this is not a target gun. This is not something that you're going to take to the range and shoot at 25 yards. This is something that is going to be very close and personal. This is something that when you take this gun out, you're going to be at a really close range. And believe it or not, guys, at a close range, it's very effective and it's very accurate. Now, guys, like I say, I love it. I would definitely recommend it for concealed carry because it fits the purpose of concealing a gun extremely well. You know, if, like I said, if you're not looking to print, if you're looking to have that concealment, definitely a good choice. But I would not recommend it for a new shooter, guys. If you're new out there, if you're just starting to get into the gun community, into the gun, you know, into the shooting, and you're starting up, and you're not really experienced, I wouldn't recommend you to get this because it's kind of difficult to shoot. I got to tell you guys, when you go to the range, this is not a fun gun. This is not something that you're going to put 38 plus speed and you're going to have a blast. This gun is a little bit difficult to shoot. It's a little bit difficult to pull rounds down on the target. So it is not something like a Glock 17 that you could go to the range and have a blast shooting. This is not like that. Like I said, this is for very close to get a target, to get a threat away from you, 5 rounds. So it's not a gun that I would recommend to new shooters. But again, once you get some of that experience and you're looking to have a gun that conceals really well, I got to tell you guys, this gun is awesome. Like I said, expect to see more videos here in the channel about this gun. And I got to tell you guys, I really, really dig it. All right, guys, as always, if you like
Welcome back to the channel, JH6. Appreciate you guys watching. So here it is. The Smith & Wesson 642 airway revolver, 38 plus speed. Very cool gun if you're looking to conceal carry. I recently did a video about this revolver a while ago, maybe not recently. And finally, I was able to pull some rounds down range. So I'm going to give you what I think. I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And again, this is my opinion. You definitely got your own opinion, so put it down in the comments. I definitely appreciate that. But I got to tell you guys, this is a really cool gun. If you're looking for concealed carry, this is definitely a good choice. I mean, again, you're going to have 5 rounds. 38, I would definitely recommend you to get 38 plus speed. Good rounds. If you're looking for self-defense, you should carry good rounds. I mean, easy to use. All you have to do is pull the trigger, even though it's really heavy. I'm going to talk about that. And again, it kind of gives you a pretty good grip. Not as good as I want to. You know, you got a little bit, your pinky a little bit sticking out, but you can still put it there. So that works pretty well. Fixed size. But again, this is the kind of gun that is going to be pretty close. I mean, we're looking at a close range. If you're looking at a distant range, you're not going to be effective. I got to tell you, this is not a gun that you're going to shoot at 20 yards. It's not going to happen. But now, here's the deal that I got with this revolver, is that essentially it is very difficult to shoot. It's not as easy as some people make it seem out there. If you're not a really experienced shooter, you're probably going to have issues with this gun. If you're a new gun owner, or if you're a person that's not used to shooting, this is not going to be a good choice for you guys. I got to tell you that. Definitely not. I mean, first of all, the trigger is extremely long. See if I can put it here on camera, but I mean, it's so freaking heavy, it's ridiculous. And then when it gets to this portion right here, boom, it breaks right there. So again, it's really heavy. And again, I know that it's made, that is actually made for the purpose of having some type of safety. So again, that is actually like a safety measure that they have, but it's still extremely heavy. What I recommend people to do is to pull back. Here we go again, right there. When you're like right there, guys, then re-aim and then give it the final pull so the gun fires. So again, definitely in some type of combat situation, or not combat, but in some type of self-defense situation, you're probably not going to be worried as much. Some people will tell you, well, it doesn't really matter in self-defense. It does matter. If you're inside your house, if you're in a location, active shooter situation, you got to be able to take a good shot. You can't be just going like, I mean, that just doesn't happen that way, guys. You have to be able to aim, and you have to be able to hit what you're aiming on. And having a good trigger is going to allow you to do that. So again, what do I think about this gun? I think it's cool. I like it for concealed carry. Like I said, we put rounds down range, and it was good. It's effective, but it's definitely not a fun gun to shoot at the range. Definitely not. And again, it's difficult to shoot. So if you're a new shooter, I definitely don't recommend you to get this. If you're more experienced and you think you could handle this little thing, definitely go for it. But again, if you're looking to conceal carry, it's definitely a good choice. I mean, it's really easy to conceal, really easy to hide anywhere. You could, little brother actually pocket carry this gun as well. So you have that ability with a revolver or shooting through your pockets, which is pretty good as well. So again, it does have some good positive, but keep in mind, guys, that it's pretty difficult to engage a threat, mainly because of the trigger being so heavy. It's definitely not fun to shoot at all. Check it out, guys, right there. And then it breaks right there. I mean, let me know what you think. If you got one of this, put comments down below. I definitely appreciate that. Okay.
You see that target?
Shoots a little high.
Shoots high?
Oh, yeah. Shoots high, and I'm missing. Oh, I probably put 2 here. Yeah. Go.
I think it's so long. Jeez, this is freaking long. Yeah. Good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright guys, JH6, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate the support. So I wanted to do a quick video here, show you this. This is what little brother been carrying for quite some time now, and he been digging it, he been liking it a lot, he been talking about it. So I figured I'd do a quick video here and show you guys. So obviously we're gonna have the Smith & Wesson 642. This one carries 5 rounds, so 38. And I've done videos on this revolver. If you haven't watched them, I'll put it down below. This is pretty cool gun. I mean, I like it a lot. Really easy to conceal, really easy to carry, all that stuff. I talked about in the past being kind of difficult to shoot, and I recommend this more for the experienced shooter based on the fact that this trigger is really heavy. But cool gun. He been using this holster lately, and like I said, he been talking about it a lot. So I wanted to give you kind of close, a closer look to you guys. First of all, he also carry extra rounds. Here we got 6 more rounds. This is another choice to carry rounds versus the speed loader. So this is very nice because you can put it in your pocket and it doesn't have that much bulk, and it doesn't get in the way. But here it is, guys. It is leather. Essentially, let me read this down. If you guys want to get more information, definitely click in the description below, because I'm gonna put a bunch of specs. I'm also gonna put specs down in here in the video as well. But this is the Galco D169L, and down here also says STO0 or ST0158. Hopefully that makes any sense. I'm gonna try to find it and link it down below in the description box. But this is how it looks. It's leather. Obviously, it's leather. Is single stitch down here, and this portion back here is actually, I think it's on top of metal, and it's good because essentially what happened is that it's not going to collapse, and it's not going to be, it's going to maintain that form, so it's going to be easy to draw and to reholster. Obviously, you don't have the retention that you typically have in the Kaide holsters. You're not going to have that retention. But again, it's not meant to be retained like that. It's meant for you to carry inside the waistband. And then obviously you're going to have the belt going through here, which I want to say this is about an inch and a half, 1.5. And that belt pressing on your body is going to give that retention. Now, one thing that I like about this metal portion back here, which again, some of you guys probably know this, once you draw a pistol in a leather holster, typically it gets like all goofy and all messed up, so you can't reholster. As you can see, I'm pressing down here. You still have that portion that is open, so again, you could kind of reholster your weapon a little bit easier. Hey guys, lastly, you got this plastic, which like I say, I think it's about 1.5. I'm sure you could buy in different sizes. It says Galco up here, and it kind of pops out. So again, you could put that belt through, and it's gonna retain. If you could see down here, you have those kind of little ears coming up, which again is going to allow you to maintain that retention. When you pull this out, you don't want the holster to come out. So I think it's a pretty cool choice. Leather, compared to Kaide, leather does protect the firearm a little bit better in my opinion. Not like the Kaide usually puts on marks on your gun. So I think it's a good choice. Let me know what you think. Definitely put comments down below. If you like these type of videos, click like, subscribe to the channel. JH6, welcome back to the channel. Really excited. I got the Smith & Wesson 442 right here. And whoa, this is a 642. I'm sorry. 442 Smith & Wesson right here. Check it out, guys. Really nice. Stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a video, putting it side by side. But 442, big shout out to Tom. He actually let me borrow this revolver to do a video here on the channel. I really appreciate it, brother. Great support. Some of you guys support me in many different ways, either Patreon or liking, sharing, subscribing, letting me borrow guns. I truly appreciate it. You guys are great. So here's the deal. I dig this revolvers. I think they're excellent. I think they're great choice for concealed carry. I think they're great choice for pocket carry. I think they're excellent choices that you could use to defend yourself from an attacker. Now, with that being said, I put this type of revolvers in the concealed carry category, not so much for home defense or something like that. So that's kind of what I stick to. I have talked about this little revolvers in the past, and I have said that they could be a little bit difficult to shoot just because they're smaller. 38 plus speed could kick a little bit. The triggers are kind of heavy. So I have talked about that. There is no system out there. A lot of guys say, you know what, you get a revolver and you could just point and shoot. They never malfunction or something like that. I gotta tell you, I don't subscribe to that. I subscribe to the idea that every handgun that you get, no matter if it's a revolver, if it's a semi-automatic, whatever it is, it requires training, it requires practice, and it requires for you to go out there and learn how to use it. So, with that being said, I dig these revolvers. I think they're really cool. I think they're a great choice for concealed carry. So, like I said, it's a J frame. Has 5 rounds. There we go. 5 rounds, 38 or 38 plus speed. This one in particular, I would recommend you guys to carry 38 plus speed. A good, dependable, and reliable ammunition out there. There's a ton of them. Has fixed sights. So again, you have those fixed sights. Don't expect to shoot out at 20 yards or anything crazy. This is for close and personal, guys. The bad guys in front of you, maybe 3 to 7 yards. That's what you're gonna use this handgun or this revolver for. So it has fixed sights. You have some serrations right here in the front side post, and I'm assuming that's kind of to reduce the glare. Sometimes the sun is gonna be hitting that pistol, and you know, again, that's gonna allow you to see that front side post. Like I said, in the back, it's going to be fixed, so that means that you cannot do any adjustments or anything like that. But again, this is for a close range. This is a close range handgun. Let me show you kind of how it feels. You are able to wrap these 2 fingers right here, and then this one right here, the third one, is kind of going to wrap on the bottom. If you could tell right there. So again, it's a very small revolver. It's really, really light. It's really easy to carry. It's the kind of gun that you could put in your pocket and kind of like don't really forget about it, but doesn't really get in the way. You know, it's the kind of gun that you could carry 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever, and it's not going to get on the way. Really easy to carry. Now the trigger is extremely heavy. Come down. I mean, it's extremely heavy. I heard some guys saying that it's about 10 pounds. I definitely agree with that because it's extremely heavy. It's a double action trigger. So again, what I recommend people to do, probably you can't do this, you won't do this in a self-defense situation because, you know, there's going to be a lot of factors coming down. But typically what I do when I shoot, I kind of pre-stage the trigger, meaning that I kind of pull it a little bit back, re-aim, and then kind of take the final pull. I do that, but again, in some type of self-defense situation, you probably won't even have that choice. It's probably going to be pretty fast and intense, so it's going to be a little bit different. So as you can see, the hammer is not there. It's not visible. Sometimes you see the hammer in a lot of revolvers, and essentially it's an enclosed hammer. So essentially it's not visible. It's covered. So if you pocket carry, conceal carry, something like that, that hammer is not going to get cut out with your clothes or anything crazy. So that's why that is like that. And that works really well, guys. When you draw this pistol out of your pocket, picture this. I mean, it comes out really well and it works well. So I want to say the body is constructed from aluminum and the cylinder is a different construction. I can't recall what it's called right now, but excellent little pistol. I'm really excited. Stay tuned in the channel because we're going to go to the range pretty soon. We're going to put some rounds down range. We're going to compare it to the 642. Just put it side by side so you guys can see it side by side. We're going to put, again, rounds down range, and we're going to come back and do a range report and kind of give you guys more details on this revolver. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. Again, JH6, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate the support. So this is going to be video number 6 that I have done today. I'm getting tired, but I got to get this done. And today I want to talk about reloading a revolver. Now, this is going to be a video more for the new shooters. If you're a salty dog, I've been doing this for quite some time, definitely put comments down below. But I'm going to be talking about reloading a revolver and some of the choices that you're going to have out there. Now, to me, and I said this a couple of times, this type of revolvers are great, very easy to conceal, very easy to carry, just excellent choices. But to me, I wouldn't really recommend this to the new shooter. I would recommend this to a shooter that is a little bit more experienced because, again, it takes a lot of skills. To me, in my opinion, it takes some skills to shoot this gun. High. Now, with that being said, obviously, one of the issues that you're going to have is capacity only carries 5 rounds. So because of that, a lot of people are going to make the decision of carrying extra rounds, right? I mean, it only makes sense. So you're going to have a couple of choices. First of all, you're going to have a speed loader right here. And second of all, you're going to have a speed strip right here. So now, if you notice, this is 6 rounds. So obviously, this speed loader is not for that revolver. But there's going to be some benefits of this one and some vulnerabilities of each system. I mean, it's going to be up to you to make a decision which one you want to carry. But first of all, I'm going to talk about the speed loader. And the first thing that you want to notice is that it's bulky. I mean, check it out, guys. I mean, it would be like having maybe an extra set of keys in your pocket, maybe having a rock, like a good size rock inside your pocket. I mean, to me, this is going to get in the way. It's not going to have that low profile that people will notice. People will potentially notice that you are carrying this. On the other hand, one of the things that I like is that it's very easy to use. All you have to do, and let me get this revolver out. All you have to do is obviously open the cylinder, take the rounds out or the shells, line it up, and once you line it up, you're gonna twist this little cap in the back. That's it. You know, make sure the rounds are in there. Drop this in the floor and get ready to engage. So it is going to be kind of simple, but again, it's going to be pretty bulky. And one thing that you got to keep in mind is that you're going to have, when you reload with this, you're going to have to make sure that the revolvers is empty. So a lot of times you may be empty, or maybe you want to do a reloading just to top up your gun. Maybe you have 1 or 2 rounds left that are good, but you're going to have to get those out in order to reload your revolver. So again, speed loaders, I don't completely hate them. I think they're a good choice, but you got to keep that in mind. Now, guys, we're going to have the speed strips, and obviously this one's going to carry 6. So now, if you have a revolver like the Smith & Wesson 642 or the 442 like I have shown here in the channel, and they were pretty cool revolvers, or they are really cool revolvers, obviously those carry 5 rounds, so you're going to have 5 plus 1. Now, one of the things that I really enjoy is the fact that it's really low profile. Check it out, guys. I mean, really easy, very, very easy to carry. You can put it in your front pocket. You're not going to have any issues. No one's going to notice that you have a rock, kind of like the speed loader. This is definitely a rock. No one's going to notice. I mean, it's really easy to carry, very easy to conceal this rounds if you want to do. Really good low profile. And one of the good things is that it's going to allow you to load 1 by 1. So again, maybe you know that you have 1 or 2 rounds that you already shot. Maybe you want to get them out and you could just quickly put in there, stick them in there and rip them out and reload that way. So you don't really have to take all the rounds out. So that's definitely a good thing to have. But again, either way, guys, either way, either one that you decide to take, speed strips or speed loaders, just keep in mind that you're going to have to train. I mean, it's going to require you to formally train. It's going to require you to do a lot of practice, and it's going to require you to build that muscle memory that we've been talking about. I mean, both choices, in my opinions, are great. I mean, they give you extra rounds. They give you a way to reload a little bit faster. But at the same time, keep in mind that training and practice is the key to make sure you do it fast and in the proper way. So again, let me know what you think. Put comments down below. If you like this type of videos, definitely click like, subscribe to the channel, support our sponsors because they support us. And as always, God is in control. All right, guys.